What's up guys, Houndish here, and today we're jumping in with some Destiny 2 news in the form of This Week at Bungie, and of course, this is the TWAB update immediately before the launch of Solstice this year. And so Bungie jump in and give us some information about how Solstice is going to work. We get a first look at the armor for the event. They also talk about armor upgrades and how we'll access various different roles on those pieces of gear, plus some of the event card stuff, challenges, and new cosmetics that we'll see. And so it's cool that we get some info for that. Then additionally, they talk about the patch that we'll see alongside Solstice next week. They give us some extra changes to look at. And finally, we'll also touch on some of the Bungie news regarding their upcoming projects and titles, which could have some pretty interesting implications. So guys, as always, I hope you enjoy the video. If you do, a rating below really does help us out on the channel. And now let's get into it. They start out initially by sharing the new Solstice armor pretty immediately here. So we get a look at the base skins for those armor pieces as well as some of their kind of ornamented glows, and they definitely look pretty cool. That's just one of the variants of aesthetics for the armor. We'll talk more about them in a moment. Give us your thoughts about it down below. And next they say we're kicking off this summer seasonal event, Solstice, and the fun begins on July 19th. Expect new summer festival inspired decorations in the tower, a major revamp to the Solstice EAZ activity, and a brand new armor upgrading experience. And additionally, we're debuting the first event card, a new way to engage in the event. So initially a quick summary of the event card. They say Solstice is launching with the event card to organize objectives and help guide players on what they can do during the event. The event card is available for free for all players, and you can view the event card by interacting with either Levante in the tower or via the quest tab right next to seasonal challenges. And the event card will consist of event challenges, event seals and titles, as well as upgraded event card rewards. And they say note that free events you know and love will remain the same, and some of the free rewards are now claimed via the event card without upgrading it, but also that completing event challenges earns players event related rewards and tickets. So players can upgrade their event card for 1,000 silver to unlock an instant claimable reward bundle and the ability to spend event tickets for more rewards. But if players aren't sure that they'll earn enough event tickets, this won't be a problem, and tickets are earned even if you haven't upgraded the card, and the event card can be upgraded any time while the event is active. They also point out that event tickets must be spent before Solstice ends on August 9th, and that upgraded event card rewards will exclusively be obtained through their event in the year that they launch, but could be added to the Eververse store in future. And they give us a preview of some of the things that we'll be able to get instantly from the upgraded event card, so that's a new emote right here, as well as an exotic ghost shell, the Sunny exotic ghost shell right there. And next they say before the event starts up next week, we want to give you a walkthrough on the basics of how armor upgrades work. So if you've ever wanted to chase down specific armor roles, Solstice is the time to shine. If you want a 100 resilience build, you got it. Or if you need a new armor set for Nightfalls, Crucible, or Gambit, we've got you covered, and with a little luck, maybe you'll get the god role you've been waiting for. Upgrading Solstice armor requires finding and spending new event currencies, so in terms of what we should be looking for, initially there are silver leaves, and we can earn silver leaves by completing activities throughout the game. Then there is silver ash, and we can transform silver leaves into silver ash by completing the new activity, Bonfire Bash. And then we're able to spend silver ash to reroll armor stats from the armor mod screen. But also there is kindling, another currency, and we can earn this by completing Solstice event challenges, and then we can spend kindling to upgrade the armor stat roll potential, and each piece of armor can be upgraded 3 times with 3 different tiers. But they say you only need to do this once per armor slot. Every time you upgrade a piece of Solstice armor, it is permanent and shared across all pieces for that slot. So if you upgrade a helmet all the way to tier 3, every Solstice helmet currently in your inventory, and any future helmets you earn for that class, can now access tier 3 stat rolls. So that's pretty cool. We'll give it that kind of tier 3 capability, and then we can go ahead and earn random rolls of it, which are all going to come out with very high rolls, obviously. And to break it down again, they say complete event challenges to earn kindling, and then use kindling to permanently upgrade your Solstice armor stat potential. And we're getting a screenshot of how that's going to be done in the UI right there. Then complete a wide variety of activities throughout the game to earn silver leaves, and complete the Solstice activity Bonfire Bash to transform silver leaves into silver ash. From there we can use silver ash to re-roll armor stats from the armor mod screen, and we can continue earning and spending Silver Ash to reroll armor to get the stats that we want. But once we've fully rerolled stats on a piece of armor, we can pick up a new piece for the same slot to start rerolling stats again. And they say the Solstice armor sets feature both free and paid glows like in previous years, and just like last year, fully upgrading a piece of armor with kindling will cause it to glow. Once the armor is nice and shiny though, we gain access to high stat rolls focusing on a stat or two of our choice, and we can see that there are different options to focus on resilience, intellect, strength, and all of that stuff. And so it seems like a pretty interesting system. Sounds a little bit complicated on paper, I suppose, but it'll probably all be fairly self-explanatory once we experience it in the game. So give us your thoughts about that down in the comment section. And also once again share your thoughts on the appearance for that Solstice armor this year. Of course though, the update that we'll get alongside this will be 4.15, and this will drop on July 19th. And so at 6 AM PDT, which is 1300 UTC, D1 and 2 maintenance will begin, with them being brought offline at 6:45 AM, which is 1345 UTC. And then at 10 AM, which is 1700 UTC, D2 update will begin rolling out across all platforms and regions. And at the normal reset time, maintenance should be completed, and hopefully we'll get into the game without too much drama. Previously, Bungie did break down all of the changes that we're going to see to weapons. Possible that there'll be a few others once we get the patch notes next week, but they say below is a list of some of the issues that will be resolved with this update, and that includes tooltips disappearing when dismantling items from the Postmaster, but also that defeating targets while radiant with the knock 'em down aspect is not refunding melee energy when used with Caliban's hand, and that voice chat volume settings is absent on console platforms. So those and a few other fixes will be present on Tuesday, but they also point out for the Solstice Stasis Glow, prior to the launch of the event, players should be aware that this Stasis Armor Glow is incorrectly displaying a purple hue rather than the blue when Stasis subclasses are equipped. This is a known issue and will be resolved soon after the event launches. So be aware of that one, and otherwise there'll be more for us to discover in the event next week. So as always, I will keep you posted with that. Also let us know down below if you plan to dive into Solstice on Tuesday. The final thing to mention right here, separate to Bungie's updates today, but there is yet more conversation about some of Bungie's job listings, and recently they've added another one for a senior concept artist, which again suggests the possibility of Bungie developing another game set in the Destiny universe. And so the listing says Bungie is looking for an exceptional concept artist who will work closely with the art director and art leads to work on an exciting new title. And so it references a brand new game right there, but then under responsibilities, one of the expectations is to continually push aesthetics of the Destiny universe. And so it's interesting referencing a new title, but also the Destiny universe right there. And the suggestion currently kind of leads most folks to speculate that Bungie are developing, yes, a different title, but one that is still set in the Destiny universe and separate to Destiny 2 that we currently have. And then of course, from other job listings, as the game post points out right here, we've learned of a new third-person action game that's been in development at Bungie. There's also been reference of competitive titles numerous times, and their trademark for an IP called Matter. All of that is in addition to the fact that we've learned that there is some kind of mobile game in development. And that of course could connect to whatever Bungie referenced with this new title as well. Either way, it's the first time Bungie have referenced a brand new game, but one that specifically is linked to the Destiny universe. So again, it'll be interesting to see what Bungie have got in the pipeline. And previously they'd said that they wanted to get a new IP in the works and hopefully online by 2025. And so that could be in just 3 years' time. So as always, give us your thoughts down below, guys. But for today, that's what we have to break down in this video. So as always, I hope it's been useful and interesting. And if it has, a rating below really does help us out. Plus, if you're new to the channel, definitely get subscribed and I'll keep you posted with more Destiny content. But otherwise, for now, I hope you guys have an awesome day.